I began to have a recurring dream night after night for months. And in my dream, I would walk in and sit on the floor of this room, concrete floors, tall white walls, warehouse windows, and a mattress on the floor. And the most incredible thing would happen when I was in that space. I would be filled with the warmest, most pervasive sense of peace and calm. And one day I was telling a friend about this room and how weird it was that I kept dreaming about it. And she asked the question that really turned my life inside out. She said, "Have you ever thought about looking for this dream in real life?" And the idea felt just silly. But there was something about it where I began to wonder if there was greater intelligence in the dream. So I started searching for this room on Craigslist. And one day I'm scrolling through Craigslist and I see a photograph, literally, of the dream that I've been having at night. And I took it as a big sign. There was an open house the very next day. I went, I got the apartment. 2 weeks later, I moved into this space and I sat in real life on the same floor that I had been sitting on in my dreams. And instead of being filled with peace, I unexpectedly began to panic. I began to wonder, what was all of this about? What was going on? And I literally said out loud, "Why am I here?" And as clear as day, as clear as anything I know to be true, the room replied, "It's time to paint." The next morning, I started painting and had no idea what I was doing, but I just felt inwardly deeply compelled to do this thing. And I there and then saw this, what I now call the crossroads of should and must. It was this moment where I could see my entire design career and worked at all these amazing startups, but I had no idea what any of that had to do with my dream of painting in a white room. Those worlds were both equally appealing, but they were totally different. And standing right there between those two paths, I had to choose. I couldn't keep it up. I couldn't do both. And I looked at my finances. I saw that I could buy myself some time to give it a go. And I went in, all in, 2 feet. To step into that place of must, it's the place where you could totally fail. It's the place where you could lose everything. It feels that scary to go after what you really want and why you're here. It's like being in a video game. It's like this is the final level. It's the final duel. And it's really you versus yourself. Once you deal with the shoulds of what society says you should do, what your friends say you should do, what advertising says you should or shouldn't do, after you've dealt with all of the shoulds that they put on you, your last one is really yourself. And no matter how much help you have getting to that door, it's you by yourself crossing through that final passageway. And if there is one thing that I have learned in all of this work, all of it, and living it and writing about it and talking with others, it is this. Choosing must is the greatest thing that you can do with your life. And when you are standing at that door, I hope that those words will come into your head and you will trust that this process has so many gifts to give you if you'll just trust it, if you'll just let go, if you'll just step into that thing that really, really scares you, because that's must. And on the other side of that is the most incredible miracles of your life. We just have to understand that there's a greater potentiality with our lives and to trust that that will manifest over time.
SoulPancake, subscribe!